Everyone said to be more confident, you need to be more successful, achieve more, do more, be better, earn more. But have you ever noticed the more successful you become, the more afraid you are of losing it? The smarter you get, the more you fear being wrong, the more praise you receive, the more you fear failure. And so you stop trying new things. You stop taking risks. You stop doing what you truly want. Because one mistake, one fall, could destroy the image you've built. That's not confidence. That's fear, disguised as success. You think you're confident, but in reality, you're just holding on to results to feel safe. True confidence doesn't come from being right. It comes from having the courage to be wrong. Think about the last time you were really scared. Maybe before a presentation, or before confessing your feelings, or when starting something completely new. Your heart was racing, your hands were shaking, and your mind went blank. At that moment, you wished you were more confident. But here's the truth. The confidence you were searching for only appears after you step through that fear. Confidence doesn't come from knowing you'll succeed. It comes from knowing that you'll be okay even if you fail. That's the difference between being skilled and being strong. Skilled people need to win. Strong people dare to lose. I once asked a friend, a very successful entrepreneur, do you ever feel afraid of failing? He smiled and said, every day. But if I'm not willing to fail, then every success I have means nothing. That answer stayed with me because it's true. If you only do things when you're sure you'll succeed, that's not courage. That's calculation. And real confidence is born the moment you step into uncertainty. When you don't know if you'll win or lose, but you walk anyway. Truly confident people don't need to prove anything because they've already fallen. They've been embarrassed. They've made mistakes. And they realized the world doesn't end when you fail. Every time they fell, they learned something about themselves. And that understanding made them calmer, stronger, more confident. We often think success builds confidence, but it doesn't. It's failure that builds confidence. Because when you dare to fail, you stop being afraid. And when you're not afraid, you're free. Remember this. Every time you face something new and a fear starts to rise, do it anyway. You don't need to look fearless. You just need to act, despite the fear. Because that moment, when you move forward trembling, is when real confidence is born. Confidence doesn't come from never failing. It comes from falling and standing up again like you never fell.